For about, I don't know, at least 8 years, I've had this idea of doing a Roman type film. And Ben Jones is one of my friends, and he's an actor, and he's actually in Eyes of a Roman. He plays one of the barbarians. And I used to kick this idea with him for a long time. In fact, he trained and worked out for probably 10 years because he knew it was coming.
Wow.
And, I just love the history of Rome. I love that time period. I love Caesar and Spartacus and Marcus Crassus and the whole story. And I just thought that when I was making the film, what can I bring different that hasn't been seen yet with the history? So in Eyes of a Roman, we do touch on real life events. It does follow a Roman soldier. It is it's the day before the last battle between Spartacus and Marcus Crassus. And I thought a lot of people have seen Julius Caesar a lot and Pompey a lot, but not really Marcus Crassus too much. And so that's kind of what generated me to start that story. Mm-hmm. But then I wanted it to be more, so I created a side story. And so hence the title, Eyes of a Roman. We follow a Roman in his journey where, what happens to these soldiers, okay? So that's kind of what it is, and it's a soldier that has to make choices. It stemmed from what happens in today's world. You can take it from having an argument with your parents, all the way to politics, Democrat, Republican, whatever. You can really go that deep if you want about choices. And obviously the Romans were enslaving and killing innocent people. And in this film, one of the Roman soldiers sees this and grows a conscience, or he becomes brave enough to step up to the plate. Because what's fun about the film, and one of the reasons why I wrote it, I feel like a lot of people in today's society are afraid to say something, but for many reasons. I mean, if you have to provide for your family, and you have a job, a lot of times you're not going to stand up to your boss and say something, because if you get fired, well, then you can't provide for your family.
Yeah.
And so that's what I mean. So it's like, well, what happens if you're like, you know what? I'm going to stand up and do what's right. And what's fun about this movie is that sometimes when you stand up and do what's right, obviously there's consequences. And, in this story, it's a pretty bad consequence.